Hello everyone. My late husband's body would convert the carbohydrates he ate to alcohol, and he would be 2 to 3 times above the legal limit. My name is Michelle Giannato, Vice President Patient Advocate for the nonprofit Auto-Brewery Syndrome Information and Research. Recently, there was a patient in the hospital, admitted to the hospital. He had a blood alcohol very high, and it was sustained for 3 days. While he was admitted, he explained to the medical staff that he suspects he has auto-brewery syndrome and asked if they would please test him to confirm whether or not he had the condition. He was eventually discharged from the hospital without the testing because he was told that they were not equipped to do the testing. I'd like to explain to you exactly what the testing is. A person that suspects they have auto-brewery syndrome, if they're going in to get tested to confirm whether or not their body ferments carbohydrates to alcohol, they are advised to bring with them their breath alcohol meter. They did have this breath alcohol meter with them during their hospital stay. The hospital staff can then administer a glucose drink and or a meal that consists of high carbohydrates. Before they eat or drink any carbohydrates, the hospital will do a baseline blood draw and for ethanol. Then the patient will consume the carbs and eat or eat the high carb meal. And then, per the case study, the hospital will draw blood every hour and a half for ethanol. And if it comes up positive in any of those blood draws, you can safely assume the person has auto-brewery syndrome, especially if the testing is done in a supervised environment. Now, during the testing, if you're following the case study on how to test, the patient is also advised to continue blowing into the breath alcohol meter and alerting the medical staff when their breath alcohol meter registers positive so that they're not waiting too many hours for the next blood draw for ethanol if they should blow positive in between that time. I'd really like for someone to please explain to me, what does it mean when a hospital says they're not equipped to do the testing? Can someone provide me this answer? The hospital advised the patient to travel out of state and to find a different provider. They didn't validate if the person's medical insurance would cover a provider out of state. They didn't research to see who else would be able to administer this test. They're not even sure if they could financially afford going out of state. If they're already in the hospital, why wouldn't the hospital do the test? Can someone please explain this to me? I would really like to know. Thank you.